There's nothing like a morning dew, walking through the yard with you. The grass soft beneath our feet, the world in bloom, the smell is sweet. An extraordinary secret garden sanctuary. Don't just trust it to anybody.
Hi, this is Andy with Aspen Lawn Pest, and we're at a residence here where they have a lawn sprinkler system that has the water tap in the basement. Now we've come down here to the basement and we've located the main water source to the house, and this is where our water tap for the sprinkler system will be as well. We open up the cabinet and I now can determine that this is the main water line coming into the house because it comes through the foundation. At times it may come through the basement floor, but most of the time it will come through the wall. The first valve is going to be a shutoff valve for the entire house. As you can see, this pipe goes up and then it tees over. This tee over, I know that it's going somewhere else. And I know that this is the actual shutoff valve for the lawn sprinkler system because they also have put a drain downstream of this shutoff valve. So what I'm going to do for the sprinkler system is I want to shut it off. This particular valve is a ball valve, and all it takes is a quarter turn to turn it off. When this ball valve is running parallel with the pipe, it is on the on position. So what I'm going to do is turn it to a 90 degree. It's going to stop because it has stop limits on the actual ball valve. And now, being in the perpendicular to the pipe, I know that it is off. This particular system also has a drain valve on here. And what I want to do is I want to help drain the water between here and the source of the backflow in the outside of the, or out the outside of the house. So I'm going to grab a small bucket and I'm going to open up this drain valve to drain that water. I open it slowly so it doesn't make a big mess. And as you can see, I get a little bit of water to come out. Now the water's gurgling and it's trying to come out. It's not coming out fully, is because we're actually somewhat in a vacuum between here and the backflow valve. So what I want to do to help facilitate a thorough draining of this pipe is I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. And then we're going to step outside and we're going to go to the backflow preventer that's mounted on the side of the house, and we're going to open up the test ports, and that'll release the vacuum between here and there, and I will get much more water to come out and drain into this bucket. So we're going to step outside and take a look at that. Okay, we've come outside to where the backflow is located at this house. This is a pressure vacuum breaker, or sometimes it's just called a pressure or PVB. And you can see the pipes coming in or coming out from the inside of the house, and it comes up and into this device. When I was referring to releasing the vacuum, that's because there is a check valve in here. This prevents water from going back into your water supply. So that is by design. So to release that vacuum, I got to open up the pipe somehow prior to the check assembly. So what I'm going to do on this particular device is I'm going to open up this test port right here. As you can see, the test port is perpendicular also, and that means it's closed. And then I'm going to turn it so it's in line, and you probably did not hear it in the video, but I heard like a little bit of an air sound. And that tells me I released that vacuum. This device actually has 2 test ports on it, or actually 3 in total, but it has one on this ball valve here, and I just use this one. Most of the time you'll actually use this this test port here to open it up. All we have to do is open it up a little bit, and we can 45 these as well. That's the recommended setting. I'm going to open up the number 2. A little bit of water is going to come out, and you'll hear a click, and that's the poppet releasing because the pressure has gone away. And so while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and 45 this main ball valve here as well. Sometimes those can be a little tight, so what I'll do, and it'll help me 45 or shut or turn that ball valve, I'll grab a pair of channel locks and I'll grab the handle like this, and it'll give me some more leverage. Or grab a towel or a rag to put in the palm of your hand to put around that to help turn that, because when they sit for a while they get kind of stuck, get kind of tight. So now that we've opened up these test ports, we're going to go back downstairs and we're going to open up that drain valve that we showed you earlier, and we're going to get the rest of this water out between here and the actual tap valve. Okay, we've come back downstairs to where the tap is in the basement, and I'm going to open up this drain valve since we've opened up the test port of the backflow, releasing the vacuum, and you should be able to see that a lot more water is going to start coming out of this drain valve. It's going to come out in a solid, steady stream. And this amount of water is going to depend, of course, when it stops pretty much full flow, we should be good. But it also depends on how long is this pipe between here and the backflow on the outside. Some basements, it could be further in the, further away in the basement to where the actual backflow is, and you might have more water, whereas you have to dump the bucket and then do it again. So, but from now on, we are in a good position here for a hard freeze on this backflow preventer that's exposed outside. This is good to go. Water's off, we drained it out, and we 45'd the ball valves, and we 45'd the test ports on the backflow. Should be good for a hard freeze.
There's nothing like a morning dew, walking through the yard with you. The grass soft beneath our feet, the world in bloom, the smell is sweet. An extraordinary secret garden sanctuary. Don't just trust it to anybody.